Hey everyone, how you doing today? We're live. I'm Madalyn Skool. Welcome to Social Media and AI Shortcuts. And for anybody that's new here, welcome. It's always a fun time. I love live streaming. You never know what's going to happen here. That's what makes it so great. I've been in digital marketing for nearly 30 years. I cannot believe I say that out loud. And I've been in social media for the last 20 years. And I help people use social media and AI effectively so that they can work smarter, not harder, which has been a motto of mine for so long. And I really believe that we all can find ways to work smarter, not harder, but it's just finding shortcuts and things that we can do and learn and grow from each other. Now, I've got some interesting things to talk about today. I want to talk about ChatGPT Plus. I've been really having a great time with ChatGPT Plus. I know y'all hear me all the time talk about Magi. I love Magi. I use Magi all the time. But there's been some really cool features with ChatGPT Plus that's really been worth it for me to pay the $20 a month for the features. And I'm going to be talking about some of these and doing some demos for y'all. And that's with the advanced voice mode, the tasks, and the projects features. So we'll take a look at that. And also, I want to show y'all this interesting feature I found on Apple Notes I just discovered. I'm not 100% sure if it's brand new or not, but it looks like it's new, where you can record audio on the Notes app and in one tap get the transcript. So you can really use this to get ideas and turn them into content. Although I've been kind of doing that thing just like that, but in ChatGPT Plus with the advanced voice mode. And of course, we'll look at the latest news and happenings on social media. There are some new things to report. And if anyone here is looking for some help with some one-on-one coaching or consulting in social media, in AI, in all the things, digital marketing, please get in touch. Now I want to welcome our awesome panelists. Welcome, y'all. I'm so glad to have y'all join me each week to come hang out and chat. And we got Larry with us, who's normally in the comments, and he's part of our Skool community. So, you know, when you join our Skool community, you do have the ability to come up and be on screen with us. So, Larry, I'm so glad that you're here with us along with Barb and Rachel. It's good to see all of y'all.
Great to
Thank
see you
you.
too.
It's great to be here.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Well, I love bringing people together and passing the mic. Like I'm not one of those where I just want to do all the talking and everything has to be about me. I love bringing people together in a community. I mean, not everybody knows this about me, but I started building online communities in the mid 90s. I have been doing this a long time before a lot of people even knew what .com was. I was already like doing all that stuff because I saw like this is going to be the way we communicate with people, you know, outside of the local level. Instead of just everything being local or you travel, it's like, wait a minute, but we could connect with people all over the world on our computers. And that was a new concept back then in the 90s. That was like so different. But I really saw that this was going to be the thing. And so I really embraced it and started bringing people together. And I just love it. And I've never stopped. Like I've been doing it all these years. And I really love this community that I started with two things I really like, social media and AI, and kind of bringing it together and having these discussions and hearing y'all's input on this. So, yeah. Are any of y'all using ChatGPT much?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am. Yeah.
I
Sure.
am. I
I use it every
absolutely love
day.
it. Yeah, I was gonna say. But this
It's my
morning,
best friend.
this morning, nothing worked. So I was really surprised. Did you all
Really?
find that?
Was it
And
down?
it was like I think it might have been down when I went in. It was probably around 5:30 this morning, at 5:30 Mountain Time.
I've had no
And
issues today, and I've been on it quite a bit. So I
well,
had,
afterwards I went and I actually asked it if it was feeling better. I
I
love
talk to it like
being
a
able.
person
I
too.
love it.
Right.
That's
I
awesome.
love to talk to it as a person, you
I
Yes,
know.
do
that's
too.
I
That's
do
the only
all the
way I can
time.
relate to it. That's the only way I can communicate. Because otherwise, you're looking at a blank cursor, and you're like, "Okay, what am I gonna talk to you about?" Right? So
Yeah,
you talk to it like it's your best pal.
yeah,
Exactly.
because it obviously knows a lot more on certain things. And then I'm used to being on live, since the 80s when people would twist and turn stories and it will go out and I will ask me, what are your sources? And it brings them up. And I've had so much of my online community filled with attorneys over time. So it's major fun. Attorneys and government agents and stuff. And so it's major fun to test it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It looks like we're having problems with X this morning. We're broadcasting on X, but it's not in the feed properly. Because when I look on my profile, normally I'll see us and I can see us on there. And instead, because I see that our numbers are really low. Usually we got a lot of people on X watching live here. And it's there, but it must not be in the feed. And you got to do like 2 clicks just to get, because you got to go to the link. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on with X this morning.
I am seeing
Something's
it
going
on
on.
mine, just so you know. It's showing
You
up
do?
on my Bad Redhead Media X account.
Let me go
It's
look
live.
and
I can
see
see
how
it
it's
live.
looking, because I don't. It's.
I see it too, Madalyn. I'll go and share it on mine and pin it too.
Okay.
But I see it.
It's
So
just not showing up on my feed the way it normally does. But sometimes it's glitchy with, sometimes I'll do the live stream, everything's fine. But on X for the replay, it doesn't show like where you can see the video with it playing and you just click on it. Like it's just the link and you don't even realize, oh, this was a live stream replay. And so that's how it's looking in the feed right now. Like if you don't pay attention, you don't realize it's a live stream because it's just a link. So I don't know what's going on with X today. But yeah, I definitely want to chat with everybody about ChatGPT because I've been having an amazing time with it. And I mentioned last week here that I've been doing that $20 a month ChatGPT Plus plan for like 3 months now. I did it as an experiment back in January. I was just going to do it for the 1 month because I'm already paying for Magi. I do everything in Magi. I can do the ChatGPT and all the things. But when that advanced voice audio thing came out, and it was really cool, you're so limited on the free account. And I thought, well, I'll just do $20 a month so I can play with it. And I have to say, I love conversing. I call it chat because it just feels normal to me to just call it chat. But it kept thinking I was saying Chad. So every time I look at the transcript. So finally I had a little chat with chat and I said, I'm calling you Chat, C-H-A-T. So please stop saying it's Chad in the transcript. So I stopped doing that. It's like interesting with these AI conversations. But I keep renewing the $20 a month plus plan because I really love the voice feature and that we don't have the limitations like on the free account where you only get so many minutes. And there's also these other cool features, the tasks and the projects. And that's only available on the plus or higher plans. You don't get those on the free. So did y'all say y'all using ChatGPT, but just the regular free?
I have Plus.
Oh, you do?
I do too. I got
yeah,
when it was
Plus.
very first
Okay.
offered, and I definitely, if I have to go out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's definitely the way to go.
For $20 a month, like all the features you get is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm eager to see what you're doing with voice because you introduced it before. I went and tried it.
Yeah.
But like Larry and I both said, we're talking to it every day, but I haven't done it, Madalyn.
Me either.
Honestly.
I've not communicated it with audio because that would just creep me out a little bit.
That's what I'm wondering about myself. How will I respond to it talking to me?
But it feels like you're talking to a person. I mean, we know it's AI, but it feels real enough to me that I mean, it does seem weird, but if I have an idea, it's so easy to just do it on the phone and talk to it.
What voice does it have? Can we say, well, I feel like talking to a girl today or a guy?
There's multiple voices and there's like the default, but you can go into your settings and change the different voices. And if you want it to have like a certain accent or talk in a certain way, I've seen people do demos where they'll say,
Texan.
Talk like you're a New Yorker from Brooklyn. I want the Brooklyn accent. And it's really funny, but it'll keep forgetting, like it'll do it for a bit and then forget. And so
funny.
it's funny to watch when people are doing this as a demo. I'll do that. I'll ask it to do it like a text. Let's try it real quick.
Oh yeah, I want to see this.
Y'all.
Let's see if it can.
Let's go from New York to Texas. Those are my 2 favorite accents.
Let's have it talk to me like a Texan. This will be fun. All right, so I'm gonna pull it up. Hey, chat.
Hey, Madalyn. What's up?
Hey, can you talk to me like you're a Texan like me and give me the Texas slang voice?
Sure thing, y'all. How can I help you today?
That's so cool. I'm doing my live stream right now with my cool friends. We're live streaming on Facebook, X, and YouTube. We're having a conversation. I'm talking about ChatGPT Plus and how much I love conversing with you. Tell people why this is such a cool feature, just to have a conversation with you.
Y'all, this is such a cool feature because it's like having a friendly chat with an AI that understands and responds in real time. It's like having a buddy who can help you brainstorm, answer questions, or just have a nice chat anytime, anywhere. It feels personal and interactive, making technology more human. It's pretty neat, don't you think?
It is, but what happened to your Texan accent? It kind of went away.
Oops, my bad. Let's get back to it. This here feature is mighty neat because it's like chatting with a friend who's always there to help. It makes things feel down home and personal, just like talking to a neighbor. How's that sound?
I love it. And I do feel like I'm just talking to a neighbor or a friend when I'm hanging out with you. You know, you and I talk about like some of my business ideas and just things to help me brainstorm and work it out. What do you think?
I'm so glad you feel that way. It's like sitting on a porch and chatting about all your ideas. I'm always here to help you brainstorm and work things out. What can we tackle today?
Yeah, I'm going to get back to you in a few minutes because I am going to do a demo in just a bit. But thank you for hopping on and showing everybody how cool you are. What other accents can you do?
Sure thing. I'll be right here. I can do a variety of accents from different places. Just let me know what you'd like to hear.
Talk like you're in Brooklyn.
You got it. It's like having a chat on a Brooklyn stoop. I'll be here when you're ready to jump back in. All right.
That didn't sound very New York.
Maybe,
Talk like you're in New York, just to give us an example of how you can change your voice.
All right. Picture this. We're in New York, chatting it up. How's that sound?
That didn't sound like it. All right, I'll get back to you, chat. Thank you.
No problem. See you soon, Madalyn.
It's always so nice to me. I love it. I just love that it's just friendly. It's that so when you're trying to change up the voice, it's not always consistent. I've seen people do demos of that. So that's why I don't really do that too much. But it was cool when she was doing the Texas accent. That was pretty cool.
See, the problem with me though, when I'm talking to it, if I were to do that, the cheeriness affects me a little bit because they're always so supportive. Like they never have a bad day.
Right.
AI never has a bad day. We're here for you anytime.
It's so uplifting. I like that. I like that.
Okay.
It's like, you know, it kind of feels like a little boost to the day, especially if
A
you're
little
not having a good
cheerleader.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I like that personally, but you know, I don't know too many people that have really played with that audio feature. I mean, I think that's one of the great things with the Plus. Yeah, go ahead, Rachel.
Is it only available, sorry for my voice, on mobile, or is it also on
Desktop as well. You can do it on mobile or desktop.
How do you find it on desktop? I'm looking and I'm not seeing it. I'm just curious.
Okay, I will bring it up and show y'all how
Please
you can do it.
Thank you. It's
let me
easy
on mobile.
Yeah, you just push the audio button, but I'm not.
Let me pull up my mobile.
Yeah, it's the same thing for me. I see a little audio voice mode.
Oh, okay.
So you see that black button there, this right here. So when you're on your phone, you're going to see that, but also they have this on desktop. So let me it should be able to pick up my microphone.
Okay, I see it. Got it.
Hey chat, how are you?
Hey Madalyn, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm just doing another quick demo to show how we switched from my mobile phone. Now we're on my desktop computer. Everybody can see your lovely blue sky face. Thank you for showing us. Any parting words to my live stream before we go?
Thanks for having me, Madalyn. It's been fun. Keep exploring and enjoy the rest of your demo.
Okay, so it's really that simple. What I like about using the audio feature, whether you're on your phone or desktop computer, is that it gives you the transcript right afterwards. So when I was first playing with this, I'm like, yeah, but when I'm getting all these ideas, I need to see it written up, but it immediately gives you the transcript. So then if I needed to copy and paste some of the ideas into a Google Doc or whatever, but it's still going to be there on ChatGPT. And that's why I like one of the other features, the projects feature,
Yep. You get
because
your
it's like,
history.
it's like you can create like a whole file folder system. And I'm realizing like, okay, when I have these types of conversations, I can just create that folder in that, with that feature and just keep them all lumped together, which is really cool. And here's something brand new that I just noticed today. So I don't know when it happened, but it must have been in the last few days. So when you're doing those audio chats on ChatGPT, if you start it on your phone, you're conversing, you can't then switch to text or go, like you can't do the back and forth. So this morning, I'm having my back and forth with chat, prepping for today. And at one point I'd stopped and I'm looking on there and I'm like, it looks like I can actually type. So I type something and it let me. Normally it doesn't let you switch modes. Like it's one or the other. Either you're typing it on your phone or computer or you're talking on your phone or computer, but you can't go back and forth with both. So this morning it let me type something after we just chatted with audio. And then I go, so it's still all the one conversation. Then I go back to the audio and I say, chat, is this a new feature now? Because normally I can't talk to you and then type something and now come back and talk to you. And it said, yes, this is, she didn't say when, but it's pretty new. And that's excellent because sometimes I'm having an audio discussion with this voice mode, but then later I want to pick it back up and just type on my computer or something, something that's going to be different and it won't let you. You have to start a whole new chat. So that's been pretty cool to just all of a sudden figure out. So I really like that.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, these features are really interesting on here. I want to show y'all a few things that I wanted to share. So let's see. So let me go back to doing the voice. Since y'all see that I can do it on my phone or on my desktop computer, do y'all have a preference? Because I want to do a quick little demo.
Whatever's easiest for you.
I mean, I guess they're both really the same. I guess it's probably easier just to see it on the computer screen here because I can just show y'all. So we'll go back to let me just start a new one. And we'll have another audio conversation. So let me pull this up. So let's do this. Hey, chat, how are you?
Hey, Madalyn. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Good. I'm on my live stream right now, and I want to just do a quick little demo of an example of the kinds of things you'll help me with. So let me ask you this. Can you help me brainstorm content ideas for my X account?
Absolutely. What type of content are you looking to share? Social media tips, AI insights, or something else?
Yeah, the usual social media and AI stuff. It can be combination of the two. It can be, just some social media stuff, just some AI stuff. You know the stuff. You and I have had lots of conversations. You know what I like to talk about.
Got it. Here are some ideas. Social media tips. 5 easy ways to boost engagement on your posts. How to use analytics to improve your social strategy. AI insights. Exploring how AI can enhance your marketing efforts. Beginner's Guide to Using AI for Content Creation. Combination topics. Integrating AI tools into your social media workflow. Top AI tools every social media manager should know. How do these sound?
Yeah, those sound good. You zip through those really fast. Which of these do you think would be best if I'm looking for the most attention? Like what kind of content are people most interested in right now with those examples?
For grabbing the most attention, I'd say focusing on AI insights is the way to go. The topic, exploring how AI can enhance your marketing efforts, is particularly hot right now, as many people are eager to learn how to incorporate AI into their strategies. This could really draw in your audience.
That sounds really good. Okay, well, I appreciate your help with this. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. If you need anything else, just let me know. Enjoy your live stream.
It's always so friendly. So see, now that I'm done, look, there's the entire transcript of what we just discussed. And so now, I've got these ideas right here, which, I'm more visual. I like to have the audio conversation. I I feel like when I'm typing my prompts and just I don't always feel like I'm saying what I'm trying to say. I feel like if I just talk it out, and I just feel like I have this more clear back and forth, and we can figure stuff out to ultimately get to something like this, what you see on the screen. But when I'm just typing it, I'm just like, am I even saying the right thing? I don't know, and then it comes back with the answer. I'm like, okay, that's helpful. But when I'm on the audio, I just feel like I can just keep going, because it'll also like, is there anything else I can help you with? Or it might prompt me with a question. So I don't know. Why have y'all not played with this audio like this?
I'm nervous that
I'm
I'm gonna
just
like it too
I'm
much.
curious.
I'll be
honestly
spending like the whole day just chatting with it. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
I didn't really know, like, of course, now I can see this huge black button, but I didn't know how to use the audio. So I'm glad that you showed us how freaking easy it is. Hello, McFly, but that would be why.
Yeah, but sometimes we need somebody to just show us. And I remember when it was a brand new feature, I'm like, this sounds cool. I want to play with this. I want to try it, but I didn't know what to do. I had to go find a YouTube video of somebody walking through like how to do it. And it's like, wow, this is really simple. You just tap the button on. At first, it was just available on the phone, but then pretty quickly they added it to desktop. I like it on my phone because I can be moving around. I'll do it sometimes when I'm walking my dog. And then to go a step further with ChatGPT Plus, if you're on ChatGPT Plus or Pro account, not only can you converse like that, did y'all know that there's a video button and you can actually have chat see you on the screen? Did y'all know about this? I know I've showed it
I
to you
did.
before.
I haven't tried it though.
So let's do an experiment. So I'm going to do it. Because I think on desktop, I'm not sure, but let me tell y'all, let me show y'all first, and I'm going to tell you about this experiment I've been doing. So I'm going to just reopen the chat. I still see it. When I showed on my phone, it's like it says message ChatGPT, and it didn't let you do. So I can just sit here and start typing, even though that was the audio chat. So that is new. I'm gonna have to do some research and find, because this literally happened probably 15 or 20 minutes before I went live today. I was like noticing, like, wait a minute, I can type something after we just had an audio chat. It wouldn't let you do it. All right, so I'm gonna bring it up
So
on here.
once you have the transcript, sorry to interrupt. So once you have the transcript done,
Take care.
you're able to then type and communicate it with that way. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So hold on a second. So this was the one we were doing before.
That's the transcript, right?
Transcript. So if I want to, instead of like before, this new thing they did is, if I wanted to pick up this conversation,
You'd
I'd
have to voice
do an
again.
audio, because it wouldn't let you go back and forth. But now, because sometimes I'll do one of these audio chats and it's like, okay, I want to pick this up later, and then listen, and then maybe it's nighttime, I'm tired, I don't want to be I just want to go on my computer and ask it a quick question. You can still do that same chat.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
that to me is super cool.
Yeah.
But for anybody who's watching this, I'm on the Plus account, the $20 a month plan. I know you're very limited on the free account. You can do the audio thing on the free account, but you're limited with the minutes. They just upped the minutes. It used to be you got 10 minutes a month, which is like nothing. I don't know what was up with that. I guess to get people to try it, so then they'd go pay, which worked on me, because like I did that 10 minutes very fast. I'm like, I had to wait a month. I'm like, no, I really like this feature, because I find it helpful for me with just brainstorming and business stuff. Like the other prompt I gave it, like, give me some ideas of some posts for X. And I just love it for brainstorm. I just feel like I have like this little invisible assistant sitting next to me. And I just find that really cool. But on the, this Plus account, you can go a step further with where it can actually see you with the camera. It's kind of creepy, but it's cool. So, hey, chat.
Hey again. What can I do for you?
I'm going to demo and show how I can turn the camera on and you can see us. Is that okay?
Absolutely. That sounds great. I'm here whenever you're ready.
Okay. I see Deborah just made it in. Hey, Deborah. Thanks for joining us. I'm doing a demo with ChatGPT. Okay. So there's a little camera icon right here. So I'm going to turn on my camera and I'm going to turn it around so it sees me. So, hey, Chat, do you see me?
Yes. You look great on camera. How's everything going so far?
Not when it's that close up. I just want everybody to see on the screen what you're seeing. So, how would you describe me? Because I like have something over my eyes. I've got something over my ears. How would you tell people what those are?
You look focused and ready for action. It seems like you're wearing glasses and a headset, perfect for live streaming and chatting with everyone.
Cool. What color are the headphones?
They look black and silver.
That's awesome. I'm going to turn the camera around. I want you to see my screen so you can see my friends on the live. So I'm going to point this at y'all. All right. Can you see my friends on the screen here?
Yes, I can see them. It looks like you've got a great group there.
Yeah. Did you see who was just waving at you?
I noticed someone waving. It's great to see the enthusiasm.
Yeah. Who here has blue hair? Can you see the name?
Yes, I can see someone with blue hair. It looks like that's Deborah.
It sure is. I love that you can, it's a little creepy, but it's kind of cool that you can see the screen. I'm going to put it back on me. And what color is my shirt?
Your shirt looks like a blue color. It suits you.
Thank you. I just wanted to show this off. And let me ask you this question. I'm going to turn the camera off now. It's kind of a weird feature, but I could also do this if I wanted to show, if I want to show you some documents. Let's say instead of scanning the documents, let's say I have like some document, I want you to look at it. I could just hold my phone with the camera on right over the document and you can see it, right?
Exactly. You can just hold the document up to the camera and I can help you out with whatever you need. It's a handy way to share things quickly.
What else could I do with that camera feature? I know one time I was walking my dog and I had you describe my dog and talk about it, and you were very accurate.
Yes, you can use the camera to show me anything you need help with or just to share what's going on around you. Whether it's checking on your dog or going through documents, it's a helpful way to get more personalized assistance.
And I remember there was a time I was going to have you help me put a desk together. It had this huge instruction manual, and so I just pointed the camera at it to show you. And you told me you could see all the pages of this manual of how to put the desk together. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember. That was a great example of how the camera feature can help with step-by-step instructions. It's really handy for those kinds of tasks.
And I ended up having somebody put together for me, but my plan before that happened, I showed you the manual because it was too overwhelming for me. And then you told me you could see it and read it and you knew what to do. And then I said, okay, what if I set up my phone or computer away from me, pointing at me in this desk, and you walk me through putting it together, like me on the floor, trying to, you'd be able to like step by step help me as if you were right there, right?
Exactly. I can guide you step by step as if I'm right there with you, helping you put it all together. It's a great way to get real-time assistance.
It's amazing. What are some other examples of how people use this camera feature with ChatGPT?
People use the camera feature for all sorts of things, like troubleshooting tech issues, getting help with recipes while cooking, identifying plants, or even checking form on exercises. It's like having an extra set of eyes to help you out.
I didn't even think about identifying plants, probably bugs too. So while I'm out walking my dog and I see some weird bug, I can just turn on the camera and show you, and you'll tell me what it is.
Exactly. You can show me the bug and I can help you figure out what it might be. It's a handy way to get quick answers.
You are so amazing, chat. Thank you for being my friend.
You're welcome, Madalyn. I'm always here for you.
All right. I know we'll chat again very soon. See ya.
Looking forward to it. Take care.
I mean, there you go. It's pretty darn cool. I think sometimes we just need to see examples of how people are doing it. And yeah, while I'm in the middle of showing you all that, it reminded me of what, like I had this little desk thing that I needed to put together. And when I saw the manual, I'm like, I can't do this. And so I thought, let me just turn the camera on ChatGPT and have it look at it and tell me, like, can you read this? And it's like, and I showed all the pages, like, yeah. And I said, can you help me put it together if I just prop you up and pointing at me and me in the desk and watch and like telling me what to do? It's like, yes, I can help you. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to try this. But then I end up having somebody do it for me. I'm like, thank God. But that was going to be an experiment. I just want to try different things, but I never thought about it being able to identify plants or bugs or stuff. It's like, see, now it like opens up our minds to like, wow, next time we're doing something, it's like, let me just turn on ChatGPT and put the camera on and have it show it something and tell me what it is.
That's excellent example with the desk. There's this exercise thing, I can't remember what it's called, on Amazon, and Amazon actually says, like, this is so difficult to put together, you can't put it together. I'm thinking, that's not great advertising to advertise this product, but it's like, it'll take you the whole day to put it together. You should find a friend to help you put it together. I'm thinking, well, I will find my husband to put it together because I guess I'm not going to be putting it together or whatever. But what you just said there, I thought, maybe I can put it together. You know, if Michael's gone,
Right.
with that help, I could walk it through. I'll just plan the whole day. We're putting together this exercise thing. It's like one of those whole body, you know, whatever, takes up a whole room exercise thing.
Right.
With chat, you could do it.
Exactly. I mean, there's like so many things you can do with this. I think just, you know, these are just some examples. Plus, the thing I always forget is just asking chat to just asking it, hey, like I was just doing, what are some examples that people use this camera feature for? And then, like, when it was giving us those examples, I'm like, I didn't even think about those.
Poison
So,
ivy. If you're taking a walk and like, is that poison? And don't touch
right.
that.
Exactly.
I was thinking snakes, like try to, you know.
They could probably tell you. So that's pretty amazing. So I love this feature. And Deborah, do you have ChatGPT? Do you use it regularly, or
the pro version?
the free plus or pro, like any of them?
I just have the free. I'm so tempted to upgrade, but I keep saying you have so many things you're subscribing. You know, you keep saying $20 isn't that much, but then when you start stacking,
exactly. And I was actually trying to scale back, but because I love my Magi, my $20 a month Magi, and I use it all the time. But 3 months ago, I switched from the free ChatGPT to the plus because I wanted to have that audio feature. I wanted more than the 10 minutes a month it gave you on the free account. And I thought, well, I'll just do it month to month and see what happens. I can always cancel it. Oh, here comes Beth. Hey, Beth, how are you? Good to see you here with us. So I decided to do it. And I remember I was having so much fun with it. And then I was close to the 30 days ending, and I thought, I'm not going to have it auto renew because I don't need another $20 a month. But then, like, literally a day or two before, I'm like, I really like this. I like that I can do this so easily at any time with the voice. And so I decided to renew it and keep it going. It's been 3 months now. And it's like, I love using this, but there's also, oh, look at that cute cat, Rachel. So cute. But also there's these other features I want to show y'all that are really cool that are only on the plus or higher accounts. So have y'all tried out the task feature? There's a task feature where you can create tasks. I'm going to be educating y'all so much today on these cool things. Y'all are going to be like coming back next week going, man, I'm so glad I tried all these cool features that I knew I had, but I never tried. So in ChatGPT,
I do it on Magi. Everything that Chat Plus has, it's like, okay, can I do this on Magi? Can I, do a workaround on Magi, but it's not quite there.
Magi, there is, okay, so Dustin did put the audio in there, but it's only doing the 10 minutes, like, and it's different. It's just different. So I like doing it on my phone. So I just like the ChatGPT mobile app, doing it on my phone. So again, it's like,
it's limited.
Do I want to pay the $20 a month just to have this, all these extra things I can do with that? I don't think Magi has the ability to do these other two tasks. I think these are only inside of ChatGPT, but the task feature is pretty cool. Let me tell you a little bit about these because I actually had ChatGPT tell me how to explain these features. So it says for tasks, this is what ChatGPT says. The task features is a game changer for focus and efficiency. This feature allows you to assign specific tasks to ChatGPT, keeping it locked into one goal until completion. Whether it's writing, analyzing, or strategizing, task ensures ChatGPT stays on track. Now, I haven't tried a gazillion ways to do this, but what I love this feature for is I have it maybe every morning send me top like I'm going to do an example here. I'm going to have it just send me like the top 5 articles about social media every Monday. I mean, every morning, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Like I can give it a specific task. And then what it's going to do is, I mean, that's just one of many ways you can do it. But I like it to give me, one other thing I have to do is like, every morning check in with me for like, what's my to-do list for the day and help me stay on track and throw in some motivation in there. And it'll do that. I get an email every morning, like checking in with me. And I'm like, wow, like, I don't think I'll ever get rid of that $20 a month plan because I keep finding more and more value. But let me just show y'all just in a real simple way how to do this. So you can do it on the audio thing, but for this, I like to be on the computer for this. And when you're at the top there, you see ChatGPT 4.0, that's the default. You have to click on this ChatGPT 4.0 with scheduled task, and it is beta. So it's not perfect, but you click on that. So you got to make sure you do that. That's the starting point to do the task. So now it says ChatGPT Tasks, and now you can ask it, whatever you want. So what I'm going to have it do, let me type in a prompt that I already have set up. I'm just going to ask it, I'd like to set up a task. Can you send me 5 of the top social media articles every morning at 9 a.m.? So I'm just going to put that up. And it's real easy. It's done. Okay. So it says, I know it's kind of small on the screen, so I don't know if everybody can see it. Send social media articles daily at 9 a.m. Got it. I'll send you the top articles. Now, this is just a very generic kind of, I mean, I can really drill down for things I specifically want. What I've noticed, because it is in beta, it's not perfect. So there'll be times where like, okay, tomorrow morning comes at 9 o'clock and I don't get anything. Like that's happened before. Or it doesn't really send me what I'm looking for. So then I can just go in and refine it and say, okay, I really want this type of information. So like this is just a very general prompt I've given it. But also what's cool is like I can go in and say change it to 10 a.m. daily. And it's like, it'll be like, got it. Okay. Or, okay. So, and then I can go, say, how about Monday through Friday only? Like I can just keep changing it up till I get it exactly how I want. Now it says, okay, the next run will be tomorrow, which will be Friday. And then it'll just keep doing this Monday through Friday. And then if I don't want to do this anymore, I can just cancel it. But just to give you an idea of like, it's so simple to go and at the top there, make sure you're on ChatGPT with scheduled task and schedule whatever. And I don't know. Try it out and just see, because it's an interesting feature. I like it for the things I've been doing with some of mine. Let me see if I can.
Madalyn?
Yeah.
Does it give you the, when you set up that task, does it give you the sources that it's pulling the information from? And when I noticed your prompt and you weren't specific in saying publish today or, giving that, does it always give you the current day?
Not always, because I don't think I was doing, I mean, I haven't played with this a whole lot and I haven't really used it much for articles. I just wanted to put something real simple to show y'all. But that would be a way to do it. Is I know you got to be as specific as possible. And that's something I'm still trying to work on, because sometimes I think I'm too vague and then I'm not getting what I want, but then I have it help me figure out, what do I need to say to get the right information? So yeah, being as specific as possible is definitely important for this.
One more question on that. So you've pulled those articles up. It's going to feed them to you. Can the voice see that then when you ask the voice to read them to you or not?
I think that you can have it. That's a good question. I mean, to do it like with the advanced voice mode, or just to have just a
right. Okay,
audio?
so let's say Madalyn has got those coming in. You sign into ChatGPT and it's there for you to review. It's in text format, right? So can you just click the voice button and say, can you read that to me?
You should be able to. You should be able to. And now that we know this new feature where you can go back and forth, because again, you couldn't do that before. It would be one or the other. So if I did this on my computer and typed it out, and then I want to switch to voice on my phone later. Like you couldn't do it, but now you can. So, which is super cool. Hey, Venus, good to see you here. So they're always updating with all this stuff. It's just, I just want to show a very simple example of task, but I'm sure y'all can think of like way better things to do with that. I've just have so far only used it for more of, checking in with me for my daily to-do list to help me just stay on task and motivate me, things like that I really like doing. But I've just spent more time just doing the audio chatting back and forth because I really like it. But then also there's a projects feature. So let me tell you what ChatGPT, how this wrote it out for me to explain to y'all. So projects help you organize ongoing work by saving and structuring AI-powered workflows. So instead of starting from scratch every time, you can pick up where you left off, making it great for long-term content creation, research, or planning. And so I've been playing with this more recently. And let me show y'all one that let me pull one up here to show y'all. So, and you're going to see the projects on your left sidebar in here, and it's real easy. You just hit the little project. You got to hit the little plus button, and you call it whatever you want. You create a project, and you call it whatever you want. But like this one that I was playing with today I call it SMAS, social media and AI. That's my, abbreviation, social media and AI shortcuts, live stream. I want to just have a folder here where whenever I'm talking about ideas for this live stream or just anything that has to do with it, I'm just going to keep it all in one place. So I started off with a chat in here earlier saying like, help me make a checklist. So I said, create a checklist for preparing and running my SMAS live stream from planning to post-stream engagement. And it gave me this nice little checklist. I haven't gone through it all fully yet, but so these kinds of things I can keep all in one place and just give it this one name, which I can of course rename at any time. And let's say I want to do another chat, so like it's going to have all your chats under here. So I can just start a whole new one and have multiple chat conversations. I can add files. So I come in here and put documents, images, whatever. And I can also give it instructions, like how to best help me with this project. You can have it focus on certain topics or ask it to use certain tone or format for response. So it's really interesting, the things you can do here. So like one thing I've done is this one I called ChatGPT prompts. I just see all these really interesting prompts to use in ChatGPT. So I thought, let me just collect a whole bunch of these so I can I have it all in one place that I can go back to later to play with. Another one I just started is Camtasia, which is a video editing software that I'm using the new 2025 version, and I haven't used this software in a while, and I just want to have one place where I can just keep all this information as I learn and kind of relearn how to use it. And what's so cool is that normally I would go into Google to go figure out something. And this is what I did last week. I started this folder, this project, and I tell Chat, I'm working in Camtasia video editing tool. It's the 2025 edition. Can you answer some questions about it? It's like, yes, I'm happy to assist. And look, here's sources right underneath it. So I'm talking about what I'm doing, and it's walking me through some steps of how to do the things I want to do, which I was having a hard time finding because there's just so much information about this tool. I'm like, why don't I just see if it can give me all the information I need? And then we talked about something else with another issue. It told me about this error message and how to fix it. I'm like, this is kind of cool. But the beauty is all my conversations related to Camtasia, I can just keep them all in here. So the next time I have a question, I'll just start a new chat, but they'll all stay together because then I can see all my past chats in here. And maybe I come across maybe some helpful video or PDF or something, then I can add the files to it. So it's the projects feature, so I can basically use it to build a project. So I don't know. I find it super interesting. I really like this feature. Have any of y'all used this feature at all?
No, but I will.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So
I wonder how this differentiates between the custom GPT, because it seems very similar to how you would create a custom GPT by uploading files, putting in prompts, that type of thing, versus the project aspect. And overall, with the task and the projects, I see this as an incremental approach to the next phase, which is the agentic, having agents interact with all of your things in your life.
right. Yeah, and that whole agents thing, it'll be interesting to see how those start playing out because, I know that's a new thing now where basically you have the AIs talking to each other and doing all these things. It's interesting. I just hope it's done more for good than bad because there's some crazy things people can do with that. It's too early to know for sure all this stuff, but just a little bit I've seen and heard. It's interesting. It seems like it can make work life very easy, even easier for people. But I'm just concerned about ways it can be done for not good.
I think that always comes down to the person. Whatever's out there,
Right.
the good and the not good, it comes down to is the person, who are they in the inside?
Right. Exactly. So are y'all more interested in trying these features on ChatGPT? Because y'all tell me you have the ChatGPT before you got here, Deborah, they all said they have the ChatGPT Plus account like I do, the $20 a month plan, and you get the audio, you get 10 minutes a month on the free. So if you want to not be so limited, you need the Plus plan, which is why I started using it. But then they have, these other features now, the projects and the task, and I really like having all these features for just one low cost, in addition to my Magi, because I love my Magi. I'm not going to get rid of that.
I'm
So,
highly tempted. Highly tempted. I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
very, very
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Chris, do you utilize ChatGPT?
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Do you use ChatGPT?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah. I do ChatGPT. I used to have the Plus version. Then when I got Magi, I ditched it. But now you're making me think: should I get the Plus version
And I'm
again?
not trying to do this. So I just want to everybody be clear. First of all, I get nothing out of anybody signing up for ChatGPT Plus. They do not have an affiliate program. They don't need to, I guess, right? Because they have like millions and millions of subscribers. They do very well. I guess they don't need anybody to promote them. I just like to show what I'm doing and how it's working for me. And the last thing I wanted was another subscription. I have enough, and I was trying to scale back. I love my Magi, and I'll never get rid of that because it's great having an all-in-one tool to do all these AI things. But it's not just the being able to do the text with Magi. You get all those different image generators, and it's amazing. So I love all that flexibility. I like having one place where I can go for all of that. If anybody here is not familiar with Magi, check them out at. Hold on, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm trying to put up the. There we go. That's the right one. Check out Magi at bit.ly/Magi AI. It's a really great tool. I use it pretty much every day. I just am using AI more these last several months because of playing with the ChatGPT Plus and having that ability to do other things that I can't do in Magi. And I really thought it would just be a one-time thing. It'd be a 1 month. I'll pay the $20. I don't need another subscription. But these features, to me, it's been worth it. So I pay for both. I pay my Magi and I pay for the ChatGPT Plus. And for me personally, it's been very worth it. And that's why I just want to show you all the features, because I just want to make sure people know there are all these features. So some people might be on the free account going, I love that audio thing she was showing. And I didn't realize it was just 10 minutes a month on the free account. Maybe I should. And the beauty with ChatGPT is a month to month. I don't even think, do they do annual? I don't see any annual plans on there. I think it's just a month to month. So you can just do it. Because my plan was back in January, I'll do it for 1 month. I'll do 30 days and then I'm going to cancel it. And I actually set it to cancel. I remember I was getting close and I'm like, I don't need it. Cannot be just doing another one. The subscriptions add up. But it was like the day before. It was right before it renewed. I'm like, I went back in and put it back to auto renew because it's like, this is so much fun. And I thought I'll do another 30 days and let's see how it goes. And I just keep liking it more and more with these features and finding ways to use it where it has been worth it for me to get, to use the task feature and have it prompt me every morning and help me stay on task with my to-do list. That's been really valuable for me, even though it can do a million other things for tasks. And I like the projects. I like that I can just group stuff together. And then to find out this morning that I can go back and forth in one chat between the audio mode and text. Couldn't do that before, and I get really frustrated at times because there would be times where I would start an audio one. I'm like, well, I know I can't pick it back up on text later on my computer later, and it was always frustrating to me. And I always felt like I had to start over. Well, you had to start over with a new chat, and now that it can just keep going, that's huge. So I just keep finding reasons to stay at this $20 a month plan. But I just want to make everybody aware so y'all know of these things that you can do, because you might find value in it, you might not, but just know that I don't get anything out of it one way or the other. If you go with ChatGPT or not, I just find it to be really cool. The other thing I just can't believe I knew this would take us a while to go through all this, but there's something else so cool that I just uncovered yesterday that I really want to show y'all. How many of y'all here use Apple Notes? Are y'all Apple people like me, Apple Notes? Okay. Rachel, are you an Apple person or no? And Barb, do y'all use?
I own one, but my husband uses it, and he uses it because he has to. I'm not an Apple person.
Gotcha.
But I do have their technology. I have a phone, and I do have the MacBook Pro that's really decked out, and I don't go there. Yeah.
Well, I was a PC girl forever, and then I finally switched to a Mac and started doing Apple, even though I already had an iPhone way before. But I finally switched from my computer. I want to say probably 2012-ish, somewhere in that range. And even though I had my iPhone since they first came out and stuff, so I had some Apple stuff, but still a PC girl. So I'm just all Apple, Mac for a long time now, and I love the Notes app. I do. I love it a lot. But for anybody watching this that is not an Apple person, they don't have Notes, there are some features, some tools similar to Apple Notes for Android and for Windows. But I just want to show this because I know a lot of people use Apple Notes like I do. I love Apple Notes. I use it all the time. But I didn't know there was this cool audio feature in it. And I just saw a video yesterday. So I'm going to show you. It's an 8-minute video, but I want y'all to see this because it's pretty darn cool. And it's given me some ideas, but also in watching this video, it's like, well, I'm kind of doing this with the audio voice feature on ChatGPT, but it's like, well, then do I need to pay the $20 for ChatGPT if I can do some of this stuff? But it's there. I mean, it's not like I can ask it prompted things, but it's just when you're using it for brainstorming or for content creation ideas and being able to talk and get a transcript. I thought this was pretty cool. So let me play this video for y'all.
If you're looking for a really cool trick to save a lot of time and money, I think you're going to like this video. One of the apps I use all the time is Apple Notes. Now, you got to be on a Mac for this to work, but I'm on a Mac. I'm a Mac dude. So if you're on a Mac, then I think you're going to like this. But I've used Apple Notes for years for my notes. It's what I use for my organization. I've tried other different apps for even project management and stuff like that. I'm actually playing around a little with Notion right now, but this is about Apple Notes. I use Apple Notes for everything, whether it's I'm scripting stuff or I'm just throwing out some notes or I'm saving a quote or something like that. And I've been using voice memos. So there's still two different apps, but Apple now has incorporated voice notes with inside Apple Notes. And is it okay if I say game changer? I think it's a game changer. I've always been looking for a way to just kind of talk out ideas and even talk out possible newsletters and things like that where it would capture my voice, but not necessarily use AI to rewrite it, but basically just transcribe it to almost perfection. And I'm telling you, this is really cool. So I want to show you exactly how to use it. And then I'm going to show you how you can even take what you've done and use some AI if you want to even refine it a little bit more. So here's exactly how to use Apple Notes, the voice thing in Apple Notes, to record your audio and get a transcription at the same time. Okay, so open Notes. We're going to start a new note. And then there's this paperclip thing right here. We're going to click that and record audio. This is really cool. Let's start. So here's an example of a way to use Apple Notes in an amazing way. Basically, you can do now voice memos, which is still a separate app, inside your Apple Notes. So just imagine if, say, you wanted to use this for a blog post or a newsletter, something I'm actually thinking about, where I just kind of talk out the newsletter and I record my voice. And then what's going to happen is it's automatically transcribing it as we're going. So I may not do a full long recording on this, but just to give you an idea, if I was actually using this and I just wanted to be talking about, let's say, this really cool video I saw this week from Peter McKinnon, which is a true story. And he's built this loft thing inside his studio, kind of his, it's not like a man cave, but it's like a private little sanctuary he can go in and unplug. What I thought was fascinating, besides everything he showed in there, is that he's using a $160 Rode mic, USB mic, to record his audio. And I thought, you know what? That's really cool. I'm actually using a different mic, a brand new mic I got for this, called the Shure, I think it's MVB 7 Plus or something like that. And I'm really loving this mic, but I digress. But right now, here's an example of a way you can actually talk out whatever you want to talk out into Apple Notes, have it record it. Now watch this. I'm going to stop, and that's it for now. See you, bye. And I'm done. And there it is. But now watch this. If I click that, there's the transcript. And if I play it, actually, I should have unmuted my phone. And if I play it, you'll hear it. Kind of. All right. So I'm going to mute my phone again. So I'm going to go here and watch this. Add transcript to note. And there it is. There's everything I just said. Even the breaks in there are pretty good. Now, obviously, spelling isn't accurate because Shure is Shure. But from here, even, yeah, I got that right. From here, I can copy and paste this, use it as is, or I could even put it into something like Google Docs or Gemini's AI I use sometimes, and say, hey, can you, maybe rewrite this, or can you use this as something? Now I got Peter McKinnon's name right. Isn't that cool? So this, to me, is the coolest way to capture a quick thought and get the transcript that you could use actually for a script or a blog post or a newsletter or something like that. Okay, again, the reason I like Apple Notes is because I'm in Apple Notes right here on my desktop. And here is exactly what we recorded. In fact, if I hit play. So here's an example of a way to use Apple Notes. So that's the audio. So the audio is right there. And then here's the transcript, which you saw me how I got that. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Again, if I had, thought this out and this was really going to be a newsletter, I would be a little bit more buttoned up. But this was for example. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to copy and paste this. I'm going to go to Google Docs first, and watch this. I'm going to paste this in here. Now, it already tells you right here, you can refine this with Gemini. So that's what I'm going to do. And if you've never used this, you have these options right here. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a prompt. I'm going to say, format this as a newsletter, keep the same wording and tone. Hit that and watch what it does. This is all real time. I haven't sped any of this up. Bang, there it is. So what I can do now is, if I don't like it, I can refine it some more, but I'm going to go ahead and insert this right here. And look at this. Now, again, I would probably read through this and see if there's any mistakes in here. Again, it doesn't understand, sure, but what a cool way of doing this. Now, let's see what it does in Gemini. I use Gemini over ChatGPT, but what I'm going to say is take this transcript of my voice and reformat this as a newsletter. Keep my wording and tone, and then I'm going to do that. That's actually the transcript, and then I'm going to hit the arrow, and let's see what we get. Now, notice there's a difference. Talking it out, Apple Notes and Peter McKinnon's Sanctuary. Honestly, I wouldn't keep this because this wasn't the focus of it. But again, this is just an idea. Hey, everyone. And again, if you like this. Now, one of the reasons I like Gemini is because I can share and export. And one of the things it allows me to do is export to docs. If you didn't know this, check this out. And it should have exported open docs, and there it is. So this just exported it from Gemini. Just at first glance, I kind of like this better. But again, you could literally just go back to this and write from here. Look, I just think this is like stinking cool because again, I like to save time, really like to save money. I don't just use Apple Notes because it's free with the phone. I use it because it syncs on everything I have, whether it's my MacBook Air or my desktop or my phone or my iPad. I can just jump in and out, and it's just easy. And now that they've added the voices, it's super cool. And I can't even, I'm starting to try and figure out all the different ways I could use this. Heck, I could even write another book that way. So there you go. It's a cool trick using Apple Notes. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Kevin. See you next time. Bye.
That is like really cool. What did you think of that? That's like an interesting, like I've been using Notes forever and I didn't realize we could do audio inside of that until he showed that and did the paperclip. I'm
Yeah.
like, so I'm doing it too after watching that. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. But I do the equivalent of what he's doing inside of ChatGPT or Magi, well, pretty much ChatGPT with the audio, but it still was really cool.
I might start using Apple Notes. I use BB Edit, but that's because of coding and things like that. So I do the same things that he's doing, but I love how the Apple Notes, you can use it between the device and the desktop, but I might switch.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
it's, and it must be new. I mean, I had never seen it before. And he said it was something he just uncovered. So when I did after watching, I did my test on my phone. And what's interesting is, he mentioned about how Peter McKinnon was using like a fancy microphone into it and, to get good quality. So first I just did a plain me just talking on speaker and the audio is terrible. So let me play it. All right. I'm testing the Notes app record audio feature. So it's awful sound. So then I plugged in, let me show y'all what I have. It's called the Hollyland Lark M2. And it's, y'all probably seen people use these where it's just, the microphone is this little bitty round thing. So I can just like clip it on my shirt or something or hold it. And then you clip this to your phone, the little thing into the phone. Let me show you like this. So you got this on the phone. I can just hold this or clip it on. And so let me have y'all hear that. I mean, it sounded so much better when I, same note, and I just switched the mic. All right, now I'm recording this with my Bluetooth microphone cordless, the Lark M2. Let's see how this sounds. Testing. I'm gonna move. It sounded so much better with the two tests. But if you're just recording something to record something to get a transcript, it's no big deal. But I was surprised like how nice, just switching to my nice little Bluetooth microphone, how nice the audio itself if I wanted to use it. But yeah, you get, like he showed in that video, you get the transcript and then you can move it somewhere else and do something with it. So really interesting stuff. I like to share these things because I don't know if other people know about this. And it's like, wow, this just gives me like, new ways of doing things that I didn't know about before.
Can I share a little story? We talked about Gamma and creating slide presentations and social media in a past live stream. And I shared that with a client. I took one of the URLs of his latest post and put it together, and it created social media PNG slides, basically, that you can do that are sized. You don't have to mess with them. And he was like, wow, this is so amazing. And he's a PhD. He's in academia. He's a consultant. And he said, his only objection to using any kind of AI assisted tool is that he wants to make sure it sounds like his voice, that people know that he's the one creating all of this. But what I liked what he said is, in the publishing industry, in academia, I'm sure in other industries as well, he said it's very precious right now to assert that AI is bad. And he said, when we can be using it in ways that still represent who we are, it's still us, but it's he had a really good point. Siri has been around forever. Bixby on Android, Grammarly, algorithms on any social media, it's all AI generated. And so I think a lot of people don't even realize that they've actually used AI without even realizing they're using AI. So I just thought it was a really good conversation from his perspective as somebody who is dealing with, students and
Right.
yeah.
And a lot of us have been using Grammarly for years, not even realize that's AI. I've been with them. I get the email once a week and it tells me how many weeks I've been with them, and it's like a crazy. I think I've been with them for like 5 years or close to 5 years, and because when I see the number of weeks, I'm like, wait a minute, what? I've been with them like that many, like calculating, like, oh my gosh, it's like years and years. But we didn't realize like that's AI, and oh my gosh, I couldn't live without Grammarly. I mean, I have it attached to everything on my computer, and I just
Same.
always see little things like, oh, I missed that, or oh, that's a better, let me just tap that. Yes, that sounds better like that. Like it helps me so much with grammar and things. So excellent tool. Well, thank you for sharing that. We've already gone over our hour, but this was just some cool stuff today, some great learning, and making sure y'all know that there are all these cool things we can be doing that can help us in our day-to-day work life, that can help us work smarter, not harder. So I can't wait to see like y'all coming up with some ways of giving me ideas like ways to utilize all these different things we looked at today. So I really appreciate y'all spending time with us. And for anybody that has not joined our private community, we have a place where we can hang out separate from, we come here once a week, do the live stream for an hour. It's always a great time. You can also join us over on the Skool platform. Skool is how you spell Skool. I'll put it up on the screen there. But over on our platform there, you can come hang out with us at Social Media and AI Shortcuts, where we're able to continue our discussion, share articles and information. Sign up at skool.com/Madalyn Sklar. So be sure to come hang out with us there. So anyway, it's always great seeing y'all every Thursday, kind of continuing from what used to be Twitter Smarter that started 10 years ago. It's just hard to believe. Like we keep this hour once a week alive, from Twitter Smarter to now Social Media and AI Shortcuts. I love this transition we've done. It's great having y'all here. And Larry, I'm glad you joined us first time on screen. Normally you're in the comments with us. So great having you join the combo.
Thank you for the invite. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. Oh, Deborah, what a cute dog you have. I still can't get over ChatGPT when I had
so cute
my phone, the video pointing to the screen, and who had the blue hair. Oh, it's like Deborah.
I do see a question for you, Madalyn, from Rose. Who was that we were listening to on the video?
Yeah, so that was, let me go grab his name. He's somebody I've been watching on YouTube more recently. He always has some interesting videos. His name is Kevin Colby, Kolbe. And he has a YouTube account where he talks about, let's see, on my channel, I share ideas, real talk, and encouragement to help anyone over 40 do more with video. So he's a content creator, author. So sometimes he'll have a video about YouTube or other things. And because I've seen a few of his videos, you know how it is, like then all of a sudden they'll start showing up in your feed more often. So in my YouTube feed, that one popped up yesterday, that particular video. And I saw that, what I just showed you all. And I'm like, wow, this is really cool and interesting. I didn't know we could do that. And it was something he just posted earlier this week. So that was something new he came across, posted it. Now I learned about it, and then I come over here and share that with all of you. So yeah, that's who that guy is. Anyway, I got to run. Always great hanging out for this hour with y'all. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your thoughts and insights on things. We do it every Thursday. We'll be back here next week to do it all over again. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. So I'll see y'all soon.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks everybody that's here live and
Bye.
watching us. And if you came late, you can catch the replay wherever you're watching. The replay will be.